Totally responsible Demon 12 here, back at it again with another Honkai Star Rail video. And today I am going to be, well, doing the new APOC because apparently this came out. I genuinely had no idea it released today. So we're going through it. And my score on floor 3, as you can see, is quite low, and that's, well, because this boss has a new mechanic. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head if Pollux here, Nether Wing, whatever you want to call it, has been in APOC before. I don't know if they have. They might have been. I just don't remember. But they have a new Grim Reaper mechanic where your characters can take more damage than their actual health bar. So you go down to like negative 3,000 health or whatever, and you have to heal it back up. Otherwise, you die within 3 turns. It'd be very annoying for characters that have built-in action advance like Saber. So yeah, there's that. I had it on auto mode and I didn't realize that there was something going on. And so of course the second half got destroyed whenever it went to go here, right? As you can see, my Acheron obviously destroyed it because Acheron is, you know, goated. As for the other side though, not so much. Now, obviously the solution is to put the wall. That's right, the wall. We have to put the wall in second half just to completely ignore whatever mechanics go on there, and that will solve that problem just easily. As for the first side though, we're gonna have to figure out whoever to run as a sustain, as I don't actually know who I should run, and the buffs here are god awful because for whatever reason, Hoyoverse thinks Dot is a viable team that they're trying to shill. Dot is bad, never play Dot, I hate Dot, Dot sucks, blah blah blah, you guys get the deal. So I'm gonna hop into this once I figure out the teams, and yeah, let's just see what happens. We're running the break buff, and none of the buffs are gonna help me this time, so it's just Acheron doing it raw. That's pretty much it. I decided to go with Gallagher this time just for the break damage. I swapped Robin with Ron-Mei as I really don't want to deal with Pollux's BS, and so I'm just hopefully going to break everything immediately and then kill him with Saber, because Saber is, well, really strong. And yeah, that's about that. So we're going to start with skill here, then ult with him, and then immediately go into an Acheron ult. I still haven't activated my Jiaoqiu E1, so if you want to go crazy about that in the comment sections, feel free. But yeah, this is what's going to look like right now. Alright, now this thing isn't broken, which is going to be quite annoying. I'm actually going to use a skill point on it to break it. And it's going to move Cypher's buff, but that's totally fine. Gallagher's ult there. We're going to get that toughness down. And I'm going to ult right here, because breaking them is going to refresh all our ultimates, and that's what we want to have. Of course, boom. And with this, now we don't have all Jiaoqiu stacks activated, which is quite unfortunate, so we're going to lose a bit of damage here, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and ult with Gallagher just to make sure I get the debuff application in. It's not going to prioritize his action advance, but, you know, it is what it is. And we're just going to, you know, hit him with this. Boom, boom. I'm going to basic attack with Jiaoqiu here. I'm going to skill with Cypher on Japard, because I want to get his toughness down. He's going to cause problems whenever he puts his shield up, like now. Yeah, that's one thing that I really should have prioritized, but it's fine. Skill here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just ult right here. Yeah, I really should have prioritized Japard. He's super annoying. But again, this score isn't gonna be all too high. Well, simply because none of these buffs help me, and so we're again just doing it raw. Pause. All right, he takes a big chunk of damage. Cypher gets extra turn. We're just gonna hit her there. Boom, boom. And then we're gonna ult. Hopefully this kills him. Probably won't, because I don't know if the damage is high enough. Not having an extra support. Ooh, wait, it actually did kill him. Awesome. Cool. Skill here. Hit him with the ults. I don't know how much HP she has. Ooh, this is going to be a misclick from Cypher. Yeah, I was hoping to do more direct damage to her, but whatever. Yeah, mistake on my part. It's okay though. We're not gonna worry about it. It's not gonna matter. My score's not looking too good right now. Having Hyacinth be on this other half is, you know, not ideal. I'd want her on this half to help with the toughness damage. And I really need that new Dan Hung, huh? He'd be really helpful in a scenario like this. Boosting Acheron's attack so that she'll have enough damage to, you know, eat through this. Bada bing bada boom. Alright, let's see. Yep. Skill there. Gonna summon your things. Gonna ult with Jiao Cho. We're gonna get this toughness damage going and this ult built up for Acheron. Fortunately, this boss doesn't have any backline mechanics, so we actually get to keep our stacks. Thank God. It's looking like I might need to activate that E1 Jiao Cho, huh? Let's go there. Here. Surely I'm not going to get killed from her big attack, right? Surely. Ult to Jiao Cho, and then we'll have our max stacks, and then I'm going to ult again. Also, Gallagher is not optimized right now. I changed his build because I was trying to get him on a new set and like all this other stuff going on. So he is not where he should be. We're just gonna skill you, get some extra toughness damage. It's gonna also reduce your damage output by a pretty significant margin. Cypher, being one of the only characters that have the weaken effect, is very, very powerful for keeping you alive, right? So she's gonna have attack down and weaken, so the boss will not do all too much damage. This is one of the things that keeps Gallagher slightly relevant, even if he is falling off right now, due to the fact that enemies do so much damage now to where he just can't sustain past it, because your characters get one shot, right? Alright, now this would have been a good time to actually have Cypher's ultimate saved for the added damage, but, you know, unfortunately I have a skill issue. Because right now we could have used this to have Cypher just do a massive chunk of damage before she goes up. I don't know how much health this boss has, but, you know, if you know anything about Cypher, her whole shtick is being able to store damage and then deal it out later. And, well, having that in a scenario like this would be very, very good. Let's see, so Acheron does about 600,000. I don't know how much HP that was. I think I have to go... let's check the health values right now, actually. I'm just gonna look it up real quick. This would have been useful to know beforehand. For Cypher reasons. Let me see. Apocalyptic Shadow. Go back. This boss has 3.7 million health. Right. There's a 3.7 million health. 30% is going to be at... wait. Let me just do the math real quickly. So 3712117 times 0.38. It's going to be 1.4 million HP. We're not quite there for Cypher the kill, but that means if we get to about here, Cypher should kill. It might be like 1% HP. Oof. Yeah, 1%. Yeah. That's what I thought. 1% HP. Yeah. Again, with a better builds and that'd be a lot better. And it's a okay score. It could have been a lot better. There's a lot of issues right there. I've got attack boots Acheron. Speed boots Acheron is probably going to be more beneficial going forward. I've noticed that a lot, mostly because of, well, we really need the actions, like most importantly. But then also, if I had other characters leveled up like Silverwolf, I probably could have done it as a stainless run, and it would have been a lot higher score. But I decided to run Gallagher there, so I might run that back. I always say that, but I never actually end up running it back. But yeah, that could have been better. Now, this side. Now, Saber should be totally fine here, and I really just don't want to deal with any of this boss's mechanics, so I put both Hyacinth and Rodmay here. Rodmay is really good for the toughness damage increase, so that you can just kind of ignore everything going on here. Now, I will say I did actually forget to change her light cone. I'm now realizing that. She should have been on, what's it called? Dance Dance Dance. Should have been on Dance Dance Dance. Dance 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 would have been massive for, what is it? Getting extra actions, which would have led to a higher score, right? Toughness is already really high, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then pull up. And then because Saber allows for overflow of energy, we're just gonna go ahead and ult Sunday. Boom. We're gonna hit him with this ultimate. It's gonna do a lot of well, not a lot of damage because he's got armor up right now. But we're doing toughness damage, which is nice. And then we're gonna hit him with this. Boom. I should have skill points to spare, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal up here. I don't know if Rodmay is actually gonna be the most effective because it's going to delay the like little side dudes, but you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so he actually didn't reduce my HP all that much this time, and it is entirely because of Hyacinth, or I mean the wall, blocking it from happening, right? Because, well, it's the wall, right? Go, ult with that, pull him back up. And we're gonna attack the middle. Gonna go ahead and attack the middle again. Then we're gonna ult. I really just don't want to deal with the mechanics, so I'm so glad that Rodmay is here to deal with said mechanics a little bit more. Unfortunately, we do not have her ultimate up, so I'll have to do this. I probably could have basic attacked there and would have been fine. Of course, basic from Saber. Ult here. Boom, boom, boom. Or have the skill of Rodmay, as right now the effect there. Yeah, you know, maybe Rodmay's a bad play here. I really just want the more toughness damage because I just don't want to deal with his mechanics. But I do know he's going to take a ton of self damage whenever he's broken, so. I'm fully aware that that was going to happen with their action advance. It's going to get messed up. Took a big chunk of damage there. Big chunk of damage ourselves. Wait, I don't think Rodmay's ultimate was up. That should have done like 2 million plus damage. Yeah, god damn it, bro. Yo, my score's gonna be really low this time, huh? Saber should have done like 2 mil plus right there. It was like it should be like 2.2 mil. Yeah, my score's gonna be really low. It's fine though. This first run of doing this on this floor. We'll just run it back if I don't get a high enough score, right? Figure out new strategies. Immediately broken. Love to see it. And a skill throw on Mei. Screw it. I know Saber has her force basic up right now, so I should be able to afford that skill point. Oh no, the Grim Reaper effect. Too bad I've got the wall, so I just won't take any damage. Just immediately heal everything back up. There we go. Negative 3,000 HP on Saber just to immediately get 500% healed back up. Awesome. Make sure the ultimate is up, because last time it wasn't, and I lost a bunch of damage. I do have E1 Ranmei, so it will help with the damage a little bit. This is ideally whenever you ult, and then we'll have the overflow energy. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Here comes this big ultimate that's gonna do nothing. Yep, didn't even kill me. Hyacinth's doing some decent damage here. Ooh, not quite to our next ultimate. We're very close. Oh my god, my score is awful right now. Jesus Christ. Yo, that dance instance on Ranmei would have been massive. Holy. Okay, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Ranmei might not be the play. Hyacinth I do think is the play though, because I mean, it's extra toughness damage, and it keeps me alive, guaranteed. Because my AI did die on the previous stage. I did see that. Like, I turned my thing on. I was like, oh, wait. They're dead. So, yeah, I got to keep that in mind. Okay, this right here is probably going to be the kill play, or the kill move. As it's going to break him, he's going to take a bunch of damage, and we're going to second ultimate, and he's going to, you know, take a bunch more damage. Like so. I shouldn't have the buff up at all, just big damage. Ooh. Wait. Was it not active again? Oh my god. It wasn't active again. Okay, well. Apparently I can't count. Or I'm not paying enough attention. Her ultimate wasn't up again. Awesome. Well, look, they say a clear's a clear, but this is really one of my lowest clears ever. Wow. Wow. I don't know if I want to run that back. Maybe I will. I'm gonna try a couple things. See what happens. So yeah, I swapped to Sustainless with Silverwolf. We have a bit of a better score going on here. It's not perfect. My Silverwolf definitely does need some work. But, hey, it seems to get the job done. So, can't be too mad about that, right? My Silverwolf needs a lot of upgrades, and so does this team, but, I mean, hey, I think we have a kill. 1% demon, 1% demon. Oh my god. Yeah, so better score on that half. I'm going to quit out there. A bit of a better score. As for the second half, I wonder. Because I don't know what the play would be if you don't run Ranmei. Do we just go with the good old classic Robin? Or is there some other damage strategy with Saber specifically that I can run? I mean, there's always Jingliu, but I don't think Jingliu's can perform nearly as good as Saberwolf or something like this. Wait. Wait, the MC though. I know Saber's really good at the MC due to energy regen funnies. But like MC plus Sunday sounds kind of whack. Maybe I'll try it. Let me take a look before we end the video. Yeah, gamers, so I've sat here trying to devise a strategy for a couple minutes. I can't really think of anything. You do have to run a healer to dispel its special state. And I was trying to do sustainless with the heal buff and all this stuff. I can't really think of any way to get it better clear. I might have to look into this a little more, but that's really going to be it for this video. I don't think I could really provide any helpful input this time around for this APOC. Apologies, you know, if you were expecting a little bit more like I normally do, but, you know, I just thought I'd sit here and yap a little bit. Here are the builds for the characters, and nothing has changed really since last time. Yeah, again, I'm not a whale, so I've got things relatively free to play. For the most part, except for a few exceptions where I went a little hard on certain characters. Robin is now using this light cone, which is going to be better for her as a free-to-play because it's going to get more attack than her other options. It's really about that. Hyacinth, as you can see here, is going to be E1 S1, as I call her, the wall. And we have Jiao Cho here, where I still have yet to activate his E1, and actually reduced his speed on accident because I was giving his stuff to, I think, Silver Wolf. So there is that to make note of. Here's my Akron, who actually is already on Speed Boots Akron, so I was tripping. I was actually doing this for... Why did I do this? I actually have no idea. But then here is Cypher, who is, you know, on her 201 speed setup. And is that the last important character? Oh, I also used Luocha, right? Oh, I used Gallagher and Luocha. Here's Gallagher. I haven't fully converted him to the new set. Just bad RNG. Right, nothing much there. And then I also used Luocha like off screen, so you can take a look at the Luocha build. It's also not very optimized. But yeah, that's about everything. Tell me your thoughts down below. What do you think of this new stage, right? How it's mechanic and everything like that. I've always thought Pollux is like really annoying because you're forced to run a healer. And they're just forcing it even more. So yeah, I don't know. Like, subscribe to me on Twitch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.